The Tigers drafted 3 high school players with their first 3 picks in the 2024 Major League Baseball draft, including shortstop Bryce Rayner at number 11 overall. We discussed him quite a bit last week. He fell to us like Santa Claus leaving a giant present on your porch. Who are these 3 players? What do we know about them? And what do we think about these 3 picks? And of course, in order to discuss them with full clarity and knowledge, we've enlisted an expert. Ev, who do we have this week?
Yeah, this week we're joined by Tyler Jennings, Director of Draft Content for Prospects Live. Tyler, first and foremost, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for having me on. I'm excited to do this with you guys.
No doubt. So the Tigers obviously taking 3 high school players. We've got Harvard Westlake School shortstop Bryce Rayner at number 11 overall. He's from Los Angeles, California. Edmond North High School right-hander Owen Hall at number 49 overall. He's from Edmond, Oklahoma. Corona High School left-hander Ethan Schiefelbein at number 72 overall. He's from Corona, California. Tyler, what can you tell us about these 3 players in particular? What can you tell us about the draft strategy, taking 3 high school picks? Like, what do you think about the Tigers haul here on day one?
I think it was one of the better hauls, in my opinion, throughout all of day one. It's 3 solid upside guys that you're essentially going to be paying probably maybe a little bit over than you'd like. But I think at the end of the day, like Rayner comes at a bit of a discount of 11. I think that one was probably just something that you're really giddy to get at 11 as well. Like the way the top of the draft really shaped out with Bazana being 1, we thought JJ was going to be the first overall pick and he fell straight to 7. So there's a lot of chaos really right off the rip. And I think that ultimately led to the fact that like Jack Kyrie and Known fell out of the top 5. The Weatherholt fell at 7. So you're looking at guys that really fell down the board pretty quickly that you didn't think that you would get at 6 or 7 if you're KC or St. Louis, to where maybe you put the prep guys on the back burners. And I think that's what happened. Like Connor Griffin was the first prep off the board at 9. Then Bryce Rayner was obviously the pick at 11. And with Rayner, we talked about this the other day, Evan, like the body does remind you a bit of like Corey Seager, Colson Montgomery, where it's a big, lanky shortstop with physicality that already moved pretty well. The bat got better as the season went along. Summer circuit last year wasn't great, but he came out this year. A bat looked quicker. He looked a lot more stronger. And it just, everything really clicked for him. But I think that's the biggest thing. It's just everything really clicked in the way it should have. We thought that he was going to be maybe some guy that goes to school coming out of summer circuit last year. But then he came out this year and just really blew us all away with the tools. So I'm really excited to see how that works out for Detroit. Owen Hall is a guy I really enjoyed on the summer circuit last year too, personally. Very fun family to talk to. I've had a bunch of experience talking to them. But the biggest thing for him is the fastball. The fastball is really, really hoppy at the top of the zone, which when I mentioned hoppy, we're talking about carry on the fastball, like inverted or induced vertical break, really. We get somewhere close to like 18 inches, maybe even 20 inches, and you'll lose a little bit of that with the transition to pro ball. But worked on a slider, working on a splitter. There's a curveball in there, really athletic right-hander as well. That's a really good pick. And Schiefelbein kind of really falls into that same mold too, where there's some deception there. There's a good fastball in the low 90s. It really jumps on guys from the left side. He tones it well with a good curveball. And he's got a changeup in there that he kind of uses, not a whole ton, but he still throws it in there. But he threw a complete game at NHSI this year, which is a huge high school tournament out here in the Carolinas. Just blew guys away with a fastball curveball combo that really just works well. He's really lanky, really young too. I think he's something like 18 and change on draft day yesterday. Really do like that pick. I think it's a really good upside pick overall, and there's a lot of upside in these 3 picks for you guys.